Hi everyone. Today we are going to be filming the DIY tomato cage. This is a simple tomato cage Christmas tree using solar string lights. Nothing fancy here, but the effects that you get at night is going to be magical. I already done one yesterday just to give you guys a chance to look at it. I'm gonna bring this a little closer. I am even filming this in the rain because I don't want to miss a day of hour of power. This is day 3. I already finished this tomato cage yesterday evening. I simply closed in the 3 metal prongs and zip tied it here. Again, we are using solar string lights. I purchased these from Ross. Let me show you what the packaging looks like in case you guys see any. I would say grab them. We all know that solar lights may not be the best coming from a place like Ross or TJ Maxx or anywhere for that matter. They don't make things to last unless you're really going to be paying top dollar for them. This is what the box looks like. Solar LED. This strand is multicolor and they also have them in clear. And they were $11.99. And the compared to price, as you can see, wasn't a big difference. $15. The brand is Festive Living. I purchased these myself. This is what they look like. This is how they will come. And they also have a stake and a clip. I don't have a tripod, but where I have this camera, it should be pretty sturdy. I'm going to try to get right to this because I don't have a lot of storage on my phone. I am filming on my phone. I'm going to show you the one I did last year, and it's pretty easy. And then I'm just going to show you one, and that will be the end of the video. I started the solar strings at the bottom. I wanted to make sure I had lights on this metal piece, and that's where I zip tied it. And then I wanted to make sure it was one in between both of these metal pieces. So these solar string lights are about 28 to 30 feet, and you would be able to use one solar string box on this medium size tomato cage. So I made sure I had one on each one, and I wanted to do this off camera to make sure it lined it up properly. So I have one string going up and down, and I brought it down from the outside and took the solar panel in the middle, so it gives you a double effect. I didn't want to go in a circular motion. I wanted to go up and down. It looks more like a tree. And these solar strings that are coming up toward the middle, and they're all attached to these prongs. I may not put no type of topper on this because the effects that I want from this is simply at night. So let's get started. have about 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 1, 2, 3, 6 more of these. And I would say they're the medium size. The size Ziplocs, not Ziploc, zip ties I will be using. Got these from Harbor Freight. I will be using these tiny ones to attach it to the tomato cage. And I will be using these, maybe a medium size, to just zip tie the topper. I could probably bring this a little closer to show you guys. I just hope I have enough footage for this tutorial. Simple. And we're gonna go ahead and cut it. I got my tools ready for this video. We're gonna go ahead and cut it. These are my garden shears. That's why they're so rusty. We're gonna go ahead and cut it. And then we're gonna start. Again, I've been letting these solar string lights, they've been outside on this table for over a week. So we have a lot of power to these. I am just untwisting the ties that they have on them. And let me show you this. There is this much string from the solar panel to where the first light starts. So I'm gonna put that at the bottom. But as you can see on this one, the solar panel ended up at the top, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna stake it at the top, or leave it dangling on the top, or whether I'm gonna stake it at the bottom so it'll get sun from the ground. So I am gonna put this on the inside, and where that light begins, I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie it with a small one, because I want to zip tie it where the first light appears coming from the solar panel, and then I would be able to bring it, tighten it up. I'm not gonna worry about tying it off. I'm gonna keep it wind up as well, and I'm not gonna be, I hope I'm able to. What I'm doing, I was able to do this off camera, and this is just what I'm working with, but you guys are gonna get the gist. What I'm gonna do is bring it on the top of these prongs above the zip tie, and I'm gonna keep it lined up there. And then where I want to have it going is, I want it to go hook over it and keep it there, but I'm gonna come down to the middle of it. I'm not gonna go to the next metal prong. I want to feed it in the middle, back at the top, so we can have those string lights at the top. So long as you stay in the middle while you are unwinding it, and then you're gonna bring it back up. Let me see, can I grab it? I'm going over at the top, and I'm gonna have it Make sure it has that tension but not too tight. And then I'm going to wind it back down. As long as your string lights are not a return, it should be winded properly, because I made sure to keep it winded, because it would be just like if you was using regular Christmas lights. So now I have a string going to this metal prong, going to the middle, and coming back down to the next metal prong. I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this middle one. I'm going through the 2 strands and making sure it's clipped too. And make sure there's no light there on the ground. Then I'm going to grab another small one. And I'm going to give this one some tension. You're just going to always check your tension as you go around. And as I'm going to come back up, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this one. And we're going to keep going until we get all the way around. Make sure if you buy any solar string lights for this tomato cage project, make sure your tomato cage is the right height. They come in small, medium, large. You can also stack these and zip tie them together to make them 4 feet or even 6 feet. I've tested that theory, but I probably would have had to use 2 of the solar strings. So you're going to keep going until you get to the top. And just be mindful whether you want to leave it in the middle, your solar panel in the middle, or do you want to have your sun feeding at the top. Now you can check that this tension is a lot looser in some of these. How I want to fix that, in case you don't continue to have it as tight as the one I'm trying to do for you on the camera. I'm not going to move it because I'm not finished with it. But this tension is a lot more tighter. I'm going to make sure the rest of them are a lot more tighter than how loose this looks. Which at night, it's going to be fine. But I can fix this. Instead of taking this loose to make it as tight as the rest of them, there's a way I can fix it. And I have 3 more to do. So I will have a total of 5 of these, and I'm just going to place them in my front yard all together so they will look uniform. What I could do to tighten the ones on the inside. The ones on the outside, I'm not going to worry about it. But if I wanted to tighten the ones on the inside, I'm just going to pull my hand through to make sure I grab all the ones on the inside. And what I'm going to do is keep going upward. And see how that's loose? And I could tighten it up. Well, I'm going to try to get as to the top as I can. And I'm going to keep that tension. And what I could do is zip tie it. I don't want to zip tie it to one of these metal poles. I just want to pull the slack up as far as I can. I wish I could go all the way to the tip. And then I'm just going to go in here and zip tie it. And that way, I have it tight where it needs to be tight. I have more of this gapping up here. So I'm going to put my knee on it. Let's see if I could do this. I wanted to do that off camera too. Once I get my finger out the way. Okay, see that? That way. And we're gonna cut it. That way it's a lot tighter. And if you don't want to do that, just let it be whimsical. And I'm pulling down the zip tie. It seems like when I did that, it made the zip tie. Let me show you what it did. It made the zip tie come up a little further and not at the bottom where I originally zip tied it. Two of them came up. But you see how that center now looks a little more tighter? But it doesn't matter because there's so many lights on this thing. At night, you're not going to see the silver. I love it that these string lights are clear. You don't see that often. They're either going to be brown or green or white. So I love that these are clear and it matches this metal frame. But the one that I'm DIYing, I'm going to make it a lot more tighter, and I will have 5 of these, 2 in the multicolor and 3 in the clear. And I'm just going to do clear, multi-clear, multi-clear, and I'll show you guys in another video when I do the full front yard tour, because I'm only decorating the front of the yard. So thank you guys for watching. Easy tomato cage DIY. Simple. I did purchase the solar string lights. I already had these tomato cages. Should you go out and do something like this? Well, if you don't have a lot of accent trees, evergreens, such as the evergreen arborvitae or shrubs, or even the blue spruce, that's a great tree to put lights on. Even if you don't have anything like that, this would be a cheap and easy way to bring a tomato cage DIY with string solar lights, or you can also use the electrical ones as well. The possibilities are endless. You can also use these with the C7s, the C9s, the solar string, the electrical string. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. And please, as always, subscribe, comment, and like this video. I appreciate you guys spending my hour of power with me. That is what I'm going to be doing for this hour of day 3. And I think today is November 10th. I started on Wednesday. I also want to show you guys that I do have those tree branches cut, ready to be put in a pot. This tree does loses its leaves, but I had these branches cut down before. Today is a rainy day, but it's not pouring. I hate that because the tree was really dry. These are huge branches, as you can see. But I'm thinking about spray painting. I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to, because I already bought the spray paint. I'm going to spray paint these branches a gloss white before I add string light to them. I'm going to also put them in a pot with gravel. And if that's not sturdy enough, I was thinking about concreting. You know, buying 1 bag or 2 bags of concrete mix and cement it in, because I would like to have this tree year round. So thank you guys for watching. I'm so happy that my phone had enough storage to complete this DIY. Let me show you guys where I plan on putting these trees. This one is a clear one. So I have my elf DIY tomato cage tree, gift boxes, another space for a multicolor. This is another tomato cage DIY. I purchased these last year. As you can see, it's 3 different lighted wreaths, and I was thinking this would be cute because it still had the same color as everything else. And I do have 3 more that I could put on the other side of this joy sign. So I was thinking I'm gonna keep that like that because it was filling in some gaps. I may because now that I have these solar string tomato cage idea, I may do a multicolor, or I may put these 5 cages somewhere else. So I have the joy, and I'll probably put another tomato cage with the wreaths here, and I was hoping to get 2 reindeer to go with my Santa sleigh, and that will complete my swoop in front of the house. But I can also put the 5 tomato cages down this side of the fence because I have nothing here on the inside. So comment down below if I should put these solar string tomato cages on this side of the fence for a night effect, or should I incorporate them in my swoop of the other lighted decor. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe, comment, and like, and share this video. Bye-bye.